in the trenches.
It's like when they get down, so let's run it up.
In the trenches.
Throw my elbows up and my money out. It's like when they get down, so let's run it up. Throw my elbows up and my money out.
Yeah, it's a race against the clock. Yeah, once I get a taste, and it's impossible to stop. You smell it, you're placing, I'll keep rising to the top. I wish I do it for myself, but also do it for my block.
You can catch me in the pit. I'm breaking necks and I'm wilding out. Reckless energy, I'm never signing out. Throw my elbows up.
You crank that volume, turn it way up.
Boats. No, power boats. Yes, I mean our ancestors or forefathers did it, and these boats, the racing boats, they're gonna go all the way past them and come back up. They go to certain markers and then come back. So I collect because I love it, and I call it shell mining. It's addictive. Picking up shells is addictive. I could stay on the beach and pick up shells for hours in just one spot. In this one spot, you just got to keep digging, and it's so beautiful what you find. I mean, it's awesome. And so everything from this came from Sandy Island, and everything. I have a big starfish. I'm looking for that one. It's not here right now, and so things like this. This is a specific beach in Anguilla which gives you this rock. Most of Anguilla's beaches are very white and very full of sand. This beach has hundreds of thousands of these kinds of rocks. This also from the same beach, and they have them huge, but we like to use those especially. Crocus Bay. Yeah, Crocus Bay. Yeah, a lot of Anguillians don't like Crocus Bay because it has too many rocks, but each beach has its own personality. And so when you do something like this with Crocus Bay rocks, it's really, really gorgeous. You know, you don't have to use a lot, you use a little bit, and you go from there. So basically, I pick up anything that I see, and I hand it over to her, and she has certain molds. Some of them she makes herself, and some and her name, is Naveen Marisha. She did the paintings in this first story in my book, which I will get to. So she did the first story. I'll come back to that. So Naveen puts it in her molds. She does her flair. I mean, she's a really good artist. So she has created all of these resin products, bookmarks, necklaces. We do openers. We do paperweights, coaster sets like these individually, and then of course the magnets. And then I would do.
We interrupt your normally scheduled programming for a breaking news.
We're about 105, 110, trying to catch up. They're still a little ways away. Pretty good traffic. Still south of that there one. We're about 105, 110, trying to catch up. They're still a little ways away. Pretty good traffic.
Most of the marketing and the selling and the sales angle of things. And so, this is tied into my book. This is called a monkey knot. So It's a knot that sailors use when they were schooners. So because you had no engine to dock up a boat properly to a pier, everything was wind, they would make this knot. So you can actually tie it. So you tie the rope into a monkey knot, and then the sailors would swing it and throw it to somebody on the pier, and so they would be able to grab. And when they grabbed it, they would pull the boat towards the pier to dock up properly. So it's called a monkey knot. Now, where did I learn that? I learned that from this gentleman. So my book is called Sandy Ground Tales, Boatmen. I'm piggybacking kind of off the Ladybird series because I think Sandy Ground has hundreds of thousands of stories that can make a very good Ladybird series. And so Boatmen is a book that has two stories. The first story is how this gentleman, David Carty, how he built a boat company called Rebel Marine. This company was responsible for building the very first boat that started the hourly ferry service between Anguilla and St. Martin. That's a powered boat. Before that, everybody had to get on the schooner kind of thing with pigs, goats, sheep, and everything, because Anguilla exported a lot of those things. And so you had to sit down there with all the company and enjoy the hour-plus ride over, hoping that the wind would not be, so the wind would be high that day so you could get faster. So I left Anguilla, I think, about 9, and I left St. Martin, I think, about 1. If you missed it, you had to sleep in St. Martin. I mean, thank God Anguillians had family, right? So when an American guy came to him and asked him to build this boat for him, it was called Two Chairs. There was no straight cut, no straight piece of wood on the boat. Everything was curved. And since then he's built several more. Since then he has built quite a few of the boats in here. He has built boats as far as North Carolina, built boats for ferry service in St. Kitts and St. Lucia, and it's a very, very reputable company with custom quality boats. But